order. July 24, 2023. Let the invocation, pledge of allegiance, invocation by Commissioner Isom, followed by pledge of allegiance.
Let's bow our head. Lord, thank you for bringing us here safely tonight, and just hope that we make the right decisions for the best of the city of Ben Harbor and our residents. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen.
I will pledge allegiance
To the flag
of the United States of America
and to the
republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Adams,
Present.
Commissioner Clark Griffin,
Present.
Commissioner Edwards,
President.
Commissioner Henderson,
Present.
Commissioner Henry, Commissioner Isom,
Present.
Commissioner Singleton,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Seats, Mayor Mohammed.
President.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. This brings us to citizens' comments. You have a maximum of 3 minutes. This is our public participation portion of our agenda. You can register with the city clerk and she will call you.
Emma Kennard.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm here especially because I served on the dial ride, and I see that there's a resignation again. And there's a lot of things that went on. And I think that this is in the wrong order, that we should have been able to hear what the resignation is for, about, and then the citizens' comment come in afterwards. And so I think this is really backwards. A lot of things that need to be talked about, and some things to make you understand why Miss Dorothy Parker resigned. I had already came to you all and pleaded with you. There was problems, and nobody paid attention. And I was taken off. I was given a letter that I did an excellent job. Well, why take me off? And there was other seats that was available to be served on. And Miss Parker couldn't hardly serve at the time she was because she had a job during the day. So why take me off when I could be available? And another person have to push and strain herself and to try to even meet those meetings. So it's a lot of questions and a lot of things that's been done. And you can cover it up much as you want to, but everything is gonna come to view. And they say they know we take fat lady things. Maybe I'm the fat lady. So,
No more comments.
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to speak now or at the end.
In the public comment.
Okay. So first of all, the fact that not one commission member reached out to myself or the vice chair besides Ms. Clark Griffin and Ms. Adams to do their due diligence. I'm trying to figure out what was the urgency now. A year ago, when we hired a new ED, within that 8 months, 21 people lost their jobs. 21 people either got fired or quit, was pushed out. Friends were hired. They reached out to the commission for help. Nobody stood up. Nobody said anything. Nobody called a special meeting for the 20 people that lost their jobs. Nobody called a special meeting when you have people that's working in Human Resources Office disclosing personnel information of employees. Nobody stepped up and said anything now. Now, all of a sudden, it's an urgency, a special meeting because of my resignation. And I did rescind my resignation this morning because I am going to stay for the transition for our new executive director. But my whole thing is, nobody has done their due diligence. Those 20 people are the people who put you in those seats. And when one person was attacked or one person you feel was attacked, should rephrase that. When one person you feel was attacked, that's the only time you stood up. Ms. Henderson, you have called people, Johns, my previous employer, slandering my name. Yes, you have. Not one time have you reached out and said, what's going on over there? You 3 years I've been on the board, you came to one meeting because of information you got from the person that's your close friend, and then you acted on that. Not one time have you talked to me and sat down and got information, and I can show you paperwork black and white. It's no gossip, because I noticed that's what a lot of people do. When I sent the resignation, nobody called me, you guys called each other and gossip about, oh, they're putting people in positions that's not qualified. How come they're not qualified and they have the same degrees as the other people that we interviewed? So my whole thing is, next time when you speak on things or when you want to call special meetings, do your due diligence and see what's really going on, instead of just calling each other and making up things. I'm tired of you guys slandering me and spreading rumors, and not one person besides the two I mentioned reached out to me and asked me what's really going on. The only time I've heard from you, Mayor Muhammad, was when we suspended the previous ED. You called me and said, why? A week? Do she deserve that? But do 20 people deserve losing their jobs? But now when it's one of y'all personal relationships or personal affiliations, we gotta be so urgent. We gotta think about it. But nobody was thinking about when these people were pushed out. Y'all want to talk about nepotism? Oh, she want her cousin. When the whole makeup of Dollar right now is the previous ED's affiliations, personal high school friends. The operations director was hired in without a valid license. And the ED knew that he wasn't qualified. The maintenance director has no license. Her close friend.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's tell the truth of what's really going on.
No other comments.
The item on the agenda tonight is resolution accepting the resignation of Takata board member Evelyn Williams. Is there a motion for it?
I rescinded the resignation.
Absolutely not.
Support.
Motion is made by Commissioner Henderson. Is there support?
I rescinded the resignation this morning. I rescinded the resignation, so let's put
Supported
that
by
on.
Commissioner Edwards.
I would like to make an amendment to that resolution, to make the resignation that was submitted, effective immediately.
And why is that?
Is there
Clerk
support?
Moore,
Absolutely not.
thank you. Make it effective immediately.
Personal decision.
Is there support?
Absolutely
Support.
not.
Supported by Commissioner Singleton. Is there discussion? Chair recognizes Commissioner Clark Griffin.
Okay, first of all, I don't even know why we having a special meeting for a resignation. We've had a few people recently resign from the Dollar board, and there was no special meeting. The year and a half that I've been in my seat, there's never been a special meeting for people resigning from any board. Secondly, we just got handed letters, and she just stated that she took the resignation back. Also, according to policy and procedure, it said no business shall be transacted at any special meeting of the commission unless the same has stated in the notice of such meeting. So the meeting, they say it's resignation. She resigned. She's not resigning, so I don't know what else is we to talk about, because that's all we're supposed to be talking about. This is not needed, and it has never been called. It just seems like to me a lot of dirty politics, a lot of dirty people, and Ben Hobbs deserve that. Period.
Chair recognizes Commissioner.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So I would love to clear up why I called a special meeting. So thank you for sharing who gave that information out, because I was wondering like, what was going on? So I called a special meeting about what was happening at Dollar Ride, because we have received a letter about some stuff that was going on from the current ED that was emailed to every one of the council persons that's sitting here. We all got the same email. So I called a special meeting about that. So after that, we shortly got a resignation letter after a special meeting was called about what's happening at Dollar Ride, because we put new people on the board, and then it was fine. And then we started to get information about stuff that was going on. So all of us got an email from whoever's sitting in that chair now, and there's no need to respond about what was happening at Dollar Ride. We all got that email saying, I'm not gonna get into the details because I don't think it's necessary. In fact, I wasn't gonna even have any comments. But we all, everyone, all 9 of us got the same email about what was happening at Dollar Ride. Not only that, we got information, attorney information about the 3 lawsuits that's going on. At Dollar Ride. So that is why, one order. So that is why I called a special meeting. It had nothing to do with the resignation. That was called before we even started this. So I'm really confused about why those lives were called. I don't have to call anybody's job. The one thing I know, everybody has a reputation in this community. Everybody has one. So you ain't got to call around and do nothing to throw nobody under the bus.
Jesus.
That's never my character, and that's something I would never do.
Jesus.
But I called a special meeting based on that information. It had nothing to do with you because I didn't have a resignation from anybody at that point. And so we all got that email June, I think it was June 22nd. I'm sorry, July 22nd, a week ago, of stuff that was happening at Dollar Ride, from Dollar Ride. That's what came to us, all of us last week. Thank you.
You all been knowing this mess been going on for the longest.
Point of
So
order,
this didn't
point
just
of
now
order.
start.
Point
So
of
you
order.
should hear us this.
We had public comment,
Yeah, in the wrong order.
and now is time for us to discuss the purpose of the special meeting, which is a response to a resignation letter that was sent to the mayor, the city clerk, by Mrs. Apple Williams. Chair recognizes Mayor Pro Tem.
Really? Okay.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead. I'm gonna
For the
wait.
privilege, I will present mine to Mr. Adams, please.
Ms. Adams, Commissioner Adams is recognized.
I'm still trying to process everything I just heard because I was very present in the email, and it's against the law for us to even be discussing emails. But we have somebody in the room that FOIA stuff, to put stuff in its rightful order. It happens to be Louise Reagan, in which things were received. I don't like chaos. I don't have time for messiness. This young lady resigned. And just like she sent in a letter of resignation, she had the opportunity to change her mind and her heart. And she seems to have done so. So what's the problem? But this thing came down so fast to accept the resignation. I don't think anybody had an opportunity to breathe. And it's sad. It's so sad. In Ben Harbor, this day, that we still operating in friendship, nepotism, and everything else has got us where we are with our charter schools and everything else falling apart while some of us trying to pick up pieces and continue to grow stuff for us all. With the hope that we can learn to get along better with one another. It ain't about a degree or any of that. It's about making sound decisions that affect our daily lives. And there's some children that can do that doesn't even have a degree. Man. But I state it again. Mayor Mohammed made the decision over a year or so ago to elect somebody he felt was qualified for the position of the Dollar Ride. Thank you. Because at the time I didn't agree, but I was wrong. Because God will position any of us to do whatever needs to be done, as long as we're staying the course and staying in our lane and doing what we need to do to make change. And I apologize publicly for not giving you a chance because the community gave me a chance when all I do is have. And just create, like to see people happy. So, along the way, some things have shifted and changed. And we've all watched it play out. We all watched it play out, and it's just totally ridiculous, and it's time out for it. It is so time out for it. We are in the season of an election. And anybody that want my vote gonna work hard for it. I expect one to work as hard as Mary Alice.
Point of
Because
order.
I mean, I work hard.
This is not about.
It's not about it.
So let's
It's about a
please stay on
resignation that has been rescinded. So why are we even having this meeting? Why are we having this meeting? It should have been disposed of just as quick as it came into play. When the young lady decided that she just was going to stay. And with that, I just say, just sick of it.
Chair recognizes Mayor Pro Tem Seats.
Thank you, Mayor. I've heard probably enough tonight. I don't know, we called a special meeting, and while we all looking at each other in the faces, all y'all getting paid. What I want to hear now is everybody to say they want to send that money
Rescind.
for the night. Damn, because I know a lot of people talking,
To
but
the baby.
they ain't get their money. I would rather give them the money than talk about.
This is not the president, this is not about
Mayor, I
meeting and money, this is about the special meeting. If there's something to be discussed about, a vote that the council does not take compensation, that can be done after the business at hand.
Can I share this then, since can you award me the minutes that I got to talk? What's that button?
It's no time.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor. So what I would suggest is we read the resolution, what y'all got before you, and we call for the question. If you don't agree, you don't agree. If you agree, you agree. We don't have to waste no time with it. We don't have to say nothing else about it. Let's just call for the question, read the resolution, and if you agree, you agree. If you don't, you don't.
I leave my right to the referee.
And also, I got 3 more minutes.
It's no time.
I'm sorry. So also, I would say that if there was a rescission during the time that we called this meeting, the meeting was called by two, that's what the charter says, 2 people shall call for a meeting, for a special meeting to happen. And if there was not 2 people to call for a meeting to be rescinded or anything else, then we, what is called, I'm looking up the time, pump faking. 'Cause a lot of people talking, but I ain't seen nobody send an email to say we're sending a meeting or not show up or not anything. So if that's what we want to do, then why did somebody call the mayor and say, Mayor, I got 2 people to say, let's not have a meeting. That's what could have happened, or we could have rescinded the meeting or said something different. But let's not get in front of people and cameras and all that, and YouTube and Facebook and say that we said something different. No, I don't care if it's 2 hours. I didn't see an email to say we shouldn't have a meeting tonight. But once you call a special meeting, it takes, by charter, 2 elected officials to call a meeting. And per the chair, I would ask you, Chair, to the clerk, was there any other commissioners that called and said we should not have a meeting? So why are we pump faking?
Commissioner Doctor.
First of all, when the meeting is called, it's by 2 commissioners, nothing that states that I've seen in charter or policy or procedure that said that after the meeting is called by 2 commissioners, that we can say, we don't want the meeting. like I said, secondly, we don't have meetings on the board resignation. Thirdly, you know this don't make no sense. It does not make no sense in as far as her, taking back, her not resigning. I just found that out when I took my seat today. It was handed to me. And I did call the city clerk, because at the time when it was called, it was only one commissioner requesting it. And I stated to her that it needs to. So I did call. So individually, you don't know who all. I don't like to play with nobody. I am who I am, and I'm real about whatever I do. And this is foolishness.
So I'm gonna read the memo. It says, item before the commission to accept the resignation of Apollonia Wood as the member of Dollar Background, Apollonia Wood was appointed to the Dollar Board on January 19, 2021, and reappointed May 16, 2022. Ms. Williams submitted her resignation letter dated July 14, 2023, on July 19, 2023, with an effective date of August 1st, 2023. But just to, this is the second time. First time it was submitted November 18, 2022. And I'm gonna read it. It says, "Dear Honorable Mayor, it is my regret that I tendered my resignation
Is that what this meeting is about?
for the Twin City area."
Is that what this meeting is about? Please do not read my personal letter to the commission. And that's not what this meeting is about. This meeting is about the resignation of July 14th. That's what we should be talking about.
I'm dealing with the background.
I didn't, that's my personal email that I emailed to the commission. That's not public information.
It's any information that's sent. to
That's
the
not
mayor,
public information.
it is public information. But anyhow, this is the second time that there was a resignation submitted by Ms. Williams. One was in November 2022. The other one was just recent. The letter in November 2022 was rescinded. And subsequent letter was written saying that they rescinded, that they wanted to come back to the board. That was honored.
It didn't have to be honored.
Point of
It wasn't
order.
acceptable.
No, it's the city council has the authority to appoint, confirm, and that person serves. We also have the authority to remove, place, reappoint, or accept the letter of
But
resignation.
that's not this. that's
So
not the
so
situation.
tonight we're here to accept the letter of resignation
The
that
letter
was
hasn't been
submitted.
accepted, and I have rescinded that resignation.
that
So let's
was
do the right thing
that was
sometime.
submitted by Ms. Williams. Again, a second letter was written this morning at 8 a.m. rescinding it again. But it's the priority and the prerogative of the council to act on whichever
It's not,
we choose it is.
it's not. If I receive my
So,
resignation that has not been approved, I have the right to do it. So
Chair
violate the right if
recognizes
you want to.
Commissioner.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm trying to make sense of this. There's a meeting, special,
Correct.
to accept the resignation that was presented to us. Now we get another letter saying, no, she rescinds that and wants to be on the board.
This morning.
Just one, okay. But I have to go back to, what is the problem? What is going on with our dialogue that we're having so many problems? This- For me to resign from somewhere that I wanna be, and then come back and say, no, I'd rather be here. There's something going on with our dialogue that needs to be addressed
A long time ago,
so
that part.
will this, I personally cannot deal with this because she's rescinded her resolution. And this says nothing about it.
Yeah.
So I'm having problems. I think that we need to get a better handle of what's going on in the Dollar Ride from the top to the bottom. Because it's been problems all along in the last 15 years. We had a good handle on it, but it seemed like that our board members have been rejuvenated and brought in. So I'm not into putting Dollar Ride in jeopardy in any kind of way. I do think that we, as elected officials, I'm glad to see Mr. Commissioner Singleton is on that board. But I think we need to take a front seat on Dollar Ride in the future. I mean, at least more than one of us, and put some order to it. So
Make a motion.
this
Mayor Pro Tem.
resolution does not address her rescinding, fix the resignation. I'm having a problem
You
with it.
making a motion?
Commissioner Singleton.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor. My number one and biggest concern is the thousands of folks who depend on the transportation, the Dollar Ride, and the also several employees who work there. It is some concerning things, you know, that's I feel that could jeopardize the whole thing, you know, something, you know, I think we all agree on that something got to be done. Something got to be fixed, you know, and we all know that what's waiting in the wings if we don't fix it, you know. So that is my concern, is to see some stability go on in the Dollar Ride organization. And it goes back to its conception, you know, the people that struggle to get that going and keep it here as a local entity. So whatever's wrong, it got to be fixed, or else we just say, hey, give it up and let somebody else run it, you know. So what do? You know, we all agree that something needs to be done to bring some stability.
I call for the question. Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Edwards,
Yes.
Commissioner Henderson,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry,
No.
Commissioner Isom,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Seats,
Yeah.
Commissioner Adams,
No.
Commissioner Clark Griffin,
For clarity, what are we voting on tonight? Are we seeing it or resigning?
resigning effective immediately.
No.
Mayor Mohammed,
Yes.
motion carried.
Is there a motion for the meeting to be adjourned?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Motion made by Mayor Pro Tem Seats, it is supported by Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Adams,
That's why we put this in.
Majority.
adjourning.
Yes.
Commissioner Clark Griffin,
Yes.
Commissioner Edwards,
Yeah.
Commissioner Henderson,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry,
Yes.
Commissioner Isom,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Seats,
Yes.
Mayor Mohammed,
Yes.
motion carried.
We all vote for it. Sure.